Hello and welcome to my Geography 585 Open Web Mapping final project. My name is Max McDonald and this is my last elective in the MGIS program. Before this class, my background in programming was limited to Python, especially the ArcPy API, so I wanted to create something that was simple as far as the mapping information goes, yet challenging for someone like me who began 585 with little to no knowledge of HTML and JavaScript. My map serves the purpose of sharing recent crime statistics for my home state of New Jersey. I could see this web map or a web map like it being shared over the state's home webpage or maybe even at a smaller municipality's homepage. Generally, a user of this map can quickly get an overview summary of the crime statistics for the year 2019 at the county level and learn which are more afflicted by criminal activity or not. I got my data from 3 different sources. My county's polygon file I retrieved from the New Jersey Geographic Information Network. My city points I got from the CDC and their 500 Cities project, and my crime data I downloaded from the New Jersey State Police's Uniform Crime Report for 2019. Before I could begin writing the script for my web map, I had to do some pre-processing work in QGIS. Within QGIS, I was able to join my Excel crime document information for each county in the county boundaries file. To do this, each sheet in the Excel file had to be added individually to QGIS due to the format of the parent document. I also added a new field to the county boundaries to represent the total incidents that is referenced in my HTML script. This field holds the total amount of reported crime incidents for the year per county. It would eventually be represented in the legend element of my web map. Before joining the same attribute information from the counties to the cities file, I first extracted the 3 cities of Camden, Trenton, and Newark, New Jersey, using a select by attribute expression in QGIS. Next, I created a join between the cities and counties and saved the new city file as its own GeoJSON file. However, because my projection was in ESPG3857, I would have to project the files later in my HTML script using the leaflet class l.proj.geojson. So I did not change the projection while saving the GeoJSON files. Due to the nature of GeoJSON files converting to JavaScript files and projecting correctly, I also had to save the GeoJSON files with a coordinate precision of 3 decimal places or less. But after completing those few steps, my data was pretty much ready to be served up as a web map. As you can see here in the layer switch, I have 2 different base maps under the layer control switch, and anyone can choose between my custom tile mill base map and Google Street base map. Above the base maps are 2 thematic layers, the points and polygons with the crime information in them. My map is relatively simple, so requesting everything at once through the path-space file server was my chosen format for serving my web map. I don't imagine many people visiting it at the same time. I created my custom base map in TileMill because I wanted the main base map to not distract any users from why they visited the web map in the first place. In contrast to the Google Streets option I gave, the custom-built TileMill base map provides simple geographic context for those who don't know New Jersey that well. In my opinion, it serves the same purposes as the Google base map does regarding being able to see past the county level and view each municipality. As you can see here when you zoom in, the thematic layer is translucent enough to see the surrounding areas within the county. But if you switch to the custom TileMill base map, you can zoom in even further and see each municipality within the counties. Road layers don't really have much purpose for my web map, but I included the Google base map as an option for the sake of the layer control switch. Finally, GeoJSON layers are my go-to format for the spatial data because of their popularity and the extensive amount of use over and throughout the internet. Now I'll take you through my web map and show off some of its features. When the map initially loads, we'll reload it here. You're greeted with the map itself plus some information describing what one can do on the map and the information that's contained within. So it has the title New Jersey Crime Statistics, Incidents and Arrests for 2019. It's a choropleth map that highlights the level of crime each county experienced in 2019. You can interact with the map by clicking on the county to see the amount of arrests made per quarter regarding categories of crime such as murder, rape, assault, burglary, robbery, arson, auto theft, and larceny. It also states that you can use the base map layer control switch to switch between the data layers as well as the base maps. And it asks you to select the points to see the name of the major cities in New Jersey. It's created by me, Max McDonald, and it's for educational purposes only, but like I said, as it loads, the first thing you'll notice is the thematic layers, which you can click, and they'll give you a nice green shade as you go through them. Below, it creates some summary labels that describe the arrests per quarter in each county. So if you can't see the county names, they're listed down here, but as you zoom in, you can get their names as well. The colors represent the total amount of incidents. There's a legend item here that describes that. The darker red areas are generally upwards of 12,000, whereas the lighter yellow areas are a little more safer. And then the point files contain a pop-up and tell you what city they are. As I showed you earlier, you can switch between the layer base map control. You can turn off the data if you'd like and just view the base maps. And you can turn them back on as you wish. So essentially it's a very simple base map. One thing I did add that was not in class is the legend, which proved very difficult. However, I also wanted to, as I mentioned earlier, keep the focus on why the user is visiting the map. So I set a max bounds and a min-max zoom level for the map, so you can't really navigate away from New Jersey because it's a simple map that has a simple purpose, and we don't want to see what's across the country otherwise. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for checking it out. I'm looking forward to everyone else's final projects and the feedback I get on this one. Thank you.